Hey, Revive Church, thank you so much for sticking with us these past few months. Before I talk to you about our plans to reopen the building, I first want to thank every single person who has invested online. We believe that our vision that God gave me for this church is to be the church of 2030. It's a 10-year-long vision, and we knew that that meant that we were going to have an online presence like never before. Our plans were to take the next several months and invest in that and do some research and all that, but here's the thing, with COVID-19, we had to pivot fast. And when we pivoted, you pivoted with our leadership. Our teams pivoted with us. They're serving, they're giving, they're loving, they're reaching out to their friends and family. And so I just want to say thank you as your pastor for continually following this vision that God has given us to be the church of 2030 as we have moved online and built an online campus. And we'll continue building. Now, I know a lot of you are asked, the government said we can reopen. There's a lot of churches in our area that reopen. For us, we were taking it as a day-by-day decision, listening to all the information from different sides, different opinions, and we wanted to make the decision that was best for our church. And so we feel like this is what's going to work for us. In the month of June, we are asking every single person who says Revive Church is my church to join one of our small groups. Some of our small groups are going to reopen. They're going to be meeting in person. Other groups are going to be strictly online. Some are actually going to be hybrid groups where they will meet in person while having a virtual presence. And we're encouraging people online, not just in the DFW area, but online everywhere to join one of these groups. But especially for those of us who are saying, I can't wait for the church to reopen, I want to encourage you, get into a group first. Here's why. Because we need to reintegrate ourselves back into community. It's been needed these past few months, but it's more important than ever that before we worship together corporately, that we get into a small group and reintegrate back into community. So that's the first thing. I'm asking you to do that. The other thing is I'm asking you, would you have some people over to your home? Some of our small groups are going to do this on Sunday morning during the live stream. They're going to have people over. They're going to have lunch afterward, but they're going to have church together. Go out and invite your coworkers, your neighbors, some people that you've been wanting to invite to church. Have them come over first and just see what Revive is all about in your home, in the safety of your home. Again, getting people back into community. Then mid to late June, the church is going to have some events, hopefully at some local parks or local areas where you can bring your family out and we can gather in larger groups as a larger corporate body, again, to see if people are ready to meet in person and re-engage ourselves back into the community of Revive Church. Then finally, we plan on reopening the first Sunday in July, July 5th, having two services, 9:30 and 11. Now, things might look a little different when you first get here, but we have listened to the guidelines. We have listened to the response of the survey that we sent out a few weeks ago. We want to thank you for that. We feel like July 5th is the right time for Revive to reopen, and I want to encourage you to be a part of that if you feel comfortable. If you're not ready for that, totally fine. Because here's the thing, as we reopen the building on July 5th, we are not going to stop ministering to people online. The vision that God gave me for this time as we have pivoted is this, is that we used to sprinkle seed Monday through Saturday, hoping that we could cultivate and reap a harvest on Sunday in the church building. And what God has begun to do is he is changing the structure of how people minister. And he said, Stephen, from now on, Revive Church will scatter seed on Sunday morning through the live stream and in person. And we will cultivate and reap a harvest Monday through Saturday through what he's using us for online in this new reality. That excites me. I hope it excites you. In fact, I think it does excite some people because you have given and you have been faithful during this time. But I just want to encourage you that when we start meeting in person, that's not the end of our online ministry. This is just the beginning of the vision to be the church of 2030. I want to thank you. I hope that you're excited for this. I can't wait to see you. We're praying for you. I ask that you would pray for myself and our leadership. We have not made this decision lightly. We have made this day by day, taking in all the information. And I just want to ask you to continue praying that we have wisdom and guidance, that we act in faith, and that we will see a harvest come out of this in the name of Jesus. And I can't wait to see you soon. Thank you.